Everyone, what's going on? Welcome to Airbrush Down Dirty Tricks. It is a Friday night or Thursday. Thank you for joining in. Let's see who we have in the house. We have Facebook on. We have YouTube on. Let's make sure we got good sound, good audio. Hopefully we do. It's looking good on my end. Thank you, Michael Stanton, over on YouTube for that. Sound is good. Yep, good. We got Laura Glass over on Facebook. Jim Wood, Jansmith, how you all doing? We got all you crazy down and dirty tricksters over on the YouTube channel. Thank you so much for hanging out, being members, joining up, and keeping this thing going. A little round of applause for yourself. Good. Thank you, Marshall. I appreciate that. Give her a little shout out to all our members there. Thank you, all our members. Thank you for joining and keeping this shindig going. And thank you for all our lovely sponsors as well. We got Maple up there now. Maple's officially part of the crew. And thank you. Had an amazing, wonderful class up in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada last weekend. I'll get some more pictures going. That project will eventually be available, just not for a little bit. I want the people who paid for the class to let it soak in. I got some stuff coming to them. I got some files I got to finish up for them so they can make it easier and plottable, because I made them hand cut that project, but it's also plottable. So it's a really, really good time. If it's breaking up, it is either on your end or Facebook, because everything else is sounding good, Jim, on everyone over on YouTube. So, Jim, you may want to restart your browser and check. Anyone on Facebook having an issue? It could simply just be, it's most likely Facebook, if it's anything. If not, get on over to YouTube, where the signal's always strong and good, because Facebook tends to manipulate live files, and it's a pain. So hopefully you can hear me and get over there if possible. That's why I don't rely too much on Facebook these days, because it's a very poorly set up platform for live streaming now, unfortunately. It used to be great. Used to love it. Good. Nolan Lane, everyone on YouTube said sounds great. Jim, give it a shot. Anyone else on Facebook having issues with it? Looking at the video feed, it looks a little maybe on a glitch, but it just could be the preview on my end, so I'm not too sure. Let me know if it changes over on Facebook. If not, I'm just going to have to kill the Facebook feed. Wouldn't be the first time. So what do we have going tonight? We have absolutely no clue. Nothing. None. Not even pretending. I literally... Jarko, it's up down sixes. You doing freestyle today or what? Yeah, it's gonna be freestyle, man. Jim Wood's over on YouTube. Yeah, Jim. See the difference? And this is the same feed going out on the same network on the same computer. It just shows what Facebook kind of tends to chunk the feed up and messing with it, unfortunately. And I don't have any control over that. So for all you guys over on Facebook, which it says 0 right now, so if it continues to say 0, I'm just going to cut the feed and keep my bandwidth here. Long beard, Don McKay, what's going on? What's happening, man? Thank you for all your work last week. Thank you for all the help. I really, really appreciate it. Dawn and Tiffany carted me around everywhere. Sat with me for breakfast, listened to my stories, and kept me sane. So very, very cool. I really appreciate it. It was a great, great time. Look forward to doing it again. Let's see what else we got here. London Penn, Nolan, Gary, Mike, Big Squatchy. What's happening? Skulls are always a backup plan, and it's probably where I'm going. I keep having, and I may mess this up. I don't know. I keep thinking, like, I don't want to do a koi, but I keep thinking like bonefish / anglerfish, you know, kind of like how I did the bone koi before, but big gnarly, big fangs or something like that. I don't know. I don't even know. Do I have a Stabilo around? Do I have even a pencil? Yeah, I do. All right, let's start here. We got a yellow Stabilo. let's switch over to my main. Nope, that's members list. Hi guys, again. Title. Oh, I know. Here we go. Super source on. Rusty, it's been a week. There we go. So we got media. Awesome. Lanternfish. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I don't know. Let's do this. Let's start. We need mixing cups. Down here, like I literally. So Don, scullified koi. I've done them, but maybe a scullified koi kind of thing, but not really koi, just a bonefish and big gnarly teeth. Kind of like one of Doug's fishes that he does. Maybe something like that. A little shout out to the man Doug Dorr. I don't know. Let's see. We got black and white. So we're gonna do our normal. Just have fun, exactly. We have black. We have white. These are going to be the Wicked Opaques. Yeah, for those who took my class, the Wicked Opaques went absolutely great. They went absolutely killer. And I didn't have one student complain about tip dry. Not one student complained about really flow issues. No one had spitting. So that's akin to they had their own airbrushes and knew how to do it. Or the paint's just really well tuned now and no one had issues with it. So one or the other are true, or both are true. So let's see here. Let's make a little gray. Happy little gray. Happy little gray. Yeah. My 4-to-1 mix. Beep. This is what I like. I do a 4-to-1 mix, 4 parts, 40-11, 1 part reducer. 1 part reducer. 1 part 40-20 reducer. Sorry, been a long day. Finished a bagger that's been lingering for like a really long time. Finally, it was a bagger that was painted by someone else. We know not who. Actually, we had no color recipes. We had no history. Tons of brandy whites, candy reds, over blue, over silver, over gold leaf, over with striping, and stencil skulls and everything that had to be completely reworked from the ground up and blended together because the guy wanted to keep it exactly the way it was. It was the Alberta humidity. Hey, my mom's over on Facebook. Hi, Mom. Hopefully it sounds okay. Facebook people have been complaining that's kind of glitchy, so it may not be the best. It may cut out. Okay, so we got our good mixes of white, black. And these are just the Wickeds, the new opaques. So what we're going to do is we are going to strain, right? Yes, we do. We strain. If we strain, we don't have to worry about shit. Yeah, brand new bottles, you never really have to worry about too much. But once you've opened your bottle 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 times, you don't know if there's a couple dry specks in there or a little something happened in the tip. And if you're using a micron at a 0.18, it doesn't take much to clog that nozzle. So you take one little fleck of dry paint is all it really takes. So do yourself a favor, make yourself a strainer. I did a free video on it. Get yourself a strainer. I know Coast and Maple, they carry those plastic ones. Those are actually really good. Those are super. I got to get a handful of them because they're super fine. So they strain the paint better than what I'm doing here. But what I'm doing here is just fine. Yeah, but it just basically strains it to a finer amount because it's a much tighter screen than what I'm using. in my tobacco screen, which I forget the separation amount. You can see that 3 colors, mixed them up, strained them, took a few seconds. Not a big deal to do. Then you don't have to worry, man. It's funny you call this. That's weird. Oh, that's funny. I didn't know he was doing a wing yesterday. It's a riot. Yeah, I've done STLs of the strainers. The problem with the 3D printer it's a lot less with the white. The white's the main key, anything heavy pigment. So the problem I had with the 3D print version, if I was using my PLA printer, is the paint's just stained through the PLA, like through the layers. So maybe get the lines really tight, maybe be better. And I haven't messed with it through a resin printer yet, so I'm not sure. But yep, the contraption works. So there we go, 3 colors. Well, three tones. So we got gray, black, and white. Hi, Lachlan. Hi, buddy. Thanks for checking out the video. All right. Let's see. Sketch or freehand? Sketch or freehand? Total freehand or sketch? Maybe we just go for it. Circle paint. Let's do happy little gray. Happy little gray. And what could go wrong? Use your brain and strain. Yeah, that's a good one. But I've had people on forums fight it. Like, oh, I shouldn't have to strain my paint. Well, you know, you shouldn't have to practice 2 hours a day to get good. But guess what? You do. Cheers, everyone. Happy weekend. You know, the reason I've been not getting anything done since I got back is handbagger to finish and then doing yard work, and we're trying to get the property ready. Kaylee's graduating this year, so we're going to have a little family gathering and really want to have the yard all perfect and nice, so we're trying to get all that done. Let's see. Alright, 3/4, slight 3/4 view, maybe kind of a tall, big eye sockets, big bone, mouth coming upwards mouth. You know what that needs to do? You're going to see something you've never seen me do live. I like the direction, but if this was Photoshop, you could click and move. This ain't Photoshop, kids. That's isopropyl alcohol. No scotch. No scotch. Alright, let's see here. Okay, so we're going to go higher. Maybe a tilt on the jaw. Mouth come down. Big eye socket. Bone ridge. Kind of snakehead style. the back side going through. Right, exactly. And then we can onto the fish. Maybe some ribs coming down. Bones come up here. Let's see. Now the mouth will come out of this region. Maybe like, I'm talking big upper fangs like that. Little ones coming down. And then someone said anglerfish. Let's have a maybe have one of those things. Let's drop it like an orb, maybe right there in front of its mouth, or out in front of its mouth here. Maybe there. No, I don't drink scotch, hate scotch. I have bourbon. Very different. Alright. Let's see. Big bright eye. Glassy eye. Light source coming down. Cheekbone. Cheekbone lighted up. Eyebrow ridge. Okay, that's the back side of the jaw going to the back side of the skull right here. What's that? This is just total waste, man. No idea. Couple teeth. Make this bang. It's weird looking, man. Like, this might be really horrible. I don't know yet. That could be a tooth coming down here and going up to this jaw here, which has a tooth, small tooth here. Man, proportions are going to be really wonky on this. Maybe starting to see it. We are quiet. Forehead, other side of the. So this part on this side, looks almost pig-like. I know they don't matter in a wonky fish, but I kind of like something. The rib. Goes down. Rib. Way down. Rib. Vertebrae. Compressor's working overtime. All right, maybe it's not a fish. But I do want to have that stem, that angler fish stem coming down with the ball off the end, dangling in front of the teeth. I have a lot of gnarly teeth. How about that? Probably could have picked up no idea. Let's see. Do we have Dennis Mathewson? Bubble template. Do I have Mr. Mathewson's? I know I could do a big bubble. I could do a big bubble right here. Big bubble. Little bubble. Big bubble. Y'all said wing it. Nope. Got it. Bubbles! Glassy eye. Huh. Sci-fi skullfish. Yeah. Yeah. Something you'd see on like Mystery Science Theater 3000 old kind of cruddy movie. What's happening, Jeff? Alright. I'm going to put, oh, Nemo. Hold on. We need Nemo. Let's see. I don't need Nemo. I need just an everyday clownfish. Let's not deal with licensing. Big little body. And white stripes here. They have an eye right here. They have a little fin here. It's kind of round. And then their tails come. So for those watching, if you're on Facebook, I'm sorry, the feed's been getting reported as kind of glitchy. So get over to Airbrush Down Dirty Tricks on YouTube, where the feed is nice and strong. Yeah, exactly, little clownfish right there. And we have all little sea stuff on the bottom. Big pointy bangs. Let's see if we can tone this and start to refine this maybe with a lighter gray. Well, there probably won't be much color in this one. Tonight, this was not planned, and I don't know if I'm going to do color. It just might be a black and white. Maybe I'll throw some blue tone in. Who knows? This is really just completely out of the blue. So let's do under the rib. And I can decide I absolutely hate it and wipe it off and cut the feed at any point. So don't get too Crazy. What you are seeing right now is total chaos, off the cuff, no idea what I'm supposed to be doing. So that rib comes down, connecting tissue here, and we come up to a sharp bone or so there on that vertebra. Well, thank you for getting out of bed for it. Yeah, maybe it'll be cool. Who knows? Maybe it'll just be meh, and we all go to bed with. So that was interesting. Sometimes that's still good, though. Are a little better. Yeah, practice piece. At least I showed up and made it. Because we've been moving dirt all around the property, and I got all the leaves finished today. Moved, yeah, not too much. I moved like a half a yard of dirt today. Last week before I went away, me and Crystal moved about 5 yards of dirt from the front to the back. So I keep seeing Facebook kind of looks glitchy. So sorry guys, Facebook, if you're on it, come over to YouTube. I'm not working, the bandwidth is horrible. We're just going to put a link up for people. There we go. There. YouTube is, Facebook's gone. Gone. The other thing I did, I ripped the skin off 2 fingers today. That was awesome. That was fun. Graphic customer, what's going on? Alright, let's core highlight up here, get some white. Yeah, I love skinning fingers, man. Feels so good. Tomorrow we're going to get up early. We're going to hit the nursery, go get a bunch of plants. Lots of backyard sprucing up. this here. Pool got open today. The guys came out. If Darren, you on here, buddy? Darren and Dean came. Took care of that. Spread some good stuff in there. It's eating the algae off the bottom. It'll be almost clear by tomorrow. Throw the dolphin in. And then get that friggin' heater going. Because the water temperature is at 48 degrees. That's true. Oh, that probably peaked everyone's speakers. Sorry. Yeah, no, I can't leave it till June. If I leave it to June here, it'll be so much algae built up under the cover. It'll be gross. And we're having a big party here on the 1st, so I want to have it done up to temp. By June 1st. Kaylee's graduating and off to college in August. So that's cool. Dude, it almost looks like a cartoon T-Rex, like from remember Meet the Robinsons? The kind of big eye, big cheekbone. Yeah, 48 degrees is chilly. I turned the heater on just to, because the heater has a thermometer of what the water's actually at. Especially when it's pulling from the bottom of the pool at the 9-foot deep end. Yeah, it's cold under there. So I'll get it clear and I'll start turning the temp up a little bit here and there, but it might not be a warm swim by June. I'm not sure how much heat I want to push, because it's just going to escape at night. And the ground's so cold, it tends to I don't like these fat teeth. I want like skinnier teeth. There we go. Rat tail teeth. Different directions. Alright. Do I want to do this? Yeah, I got a solid cover here. You know, the suspension cover. But I live near big wetlands, so if I let it go, it's gonna breed algae in it. Turn. Yeah, pretty much. That's kind of what I just did. Just free-handed a alien angler fish. with nothing but net. But it ain't done. Yeah, exactly. It's based on highlights do. This is why years ago when I painted black and white, I always used to paint like white, then black, then white, then black, then white, then black. And the problem with that is you always get a grainy, dirty contrast to it. In recent years, I started doing, not recent years, but for quite a while now, I remember when I started a long time ago, I just started going mid-tone. So I started doing a mid-tone gray in my black and whites before anything else. And then I could slowly shape and start to radius things and clean it up with highlights. And then I could carve with black. And this little trick here, I always say it, gave the inventor when I saw it, was basically building an air deflector with tape. So you have to tape everything off. You just give it a crease and a fold, which lets the overspray go up and away from your panel. That was Mr. Steve Driscoll showed me that little tidbit. Fuchs, Mr. Roderick Fuchs, did participate in class and help out. It was pretty much coined, and I talked with Dan Powers about it. That was pretty much the most overqualified assistant I've ever worked with in my life. And again, people get all weird about, oh, if I tape on my paint it peels and it scratches off. Not if you spray it like you mean it. And put it down nice medium wet. Usually never have problems. That's so weird looking. Noah Lee just joined up as a member. Thank you, sir, for popping on and becoming a down and dirty trickster. We appreciate that. Oh, I have no audio. Hold on. I lost audio. Lost soundboard audio. That is. Oh my god, that's weird looking. He's really puffy. Here we go. No, my soundboard audio was off. So, yeah, this one, the. Oh shoot. 44 minutes. We got something on the board. Dizzy J, what's happening? We are just winging it here, figuring something out. Like I always loved on those anglerfish, you see those gnarly teeth. So I'm just doing dagger strokes for teeth. And we'll do like a koi style nose. Weekend up in Canada was amazing. All the students in Edmonton were amazing. One of the best groups I've had. I'm going to say there's a lot to be said for, like, we've always done airbrush workshops where we've always supplied the class airbrush. But I will say, everyone bring in their own airbrush that they're used to using day in, day out, no matter the brand. Mostly everyone brought a water type, in that class of airbrush. Some had Micron, some had Eclipse style, some had in-betweens. I didn't have to help one student out of the 14 with an airbrush problem. Or paint flow problem. I think everyone was really comfortable with the Createx Wicked. These new Wickeds flow so nice. Maybe there is truth to what they say about the pigment. They're using a more, like a wet, slippery pigment for their opaques. And I never really heard the term, but maybe it is. Maybe it is. We got another member. Yay! Thank you, Jeff. All right, so. Let's do this. Oh, you figured it out. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's weird. I was trying to help someone out in my class the other day, and off the top of my head, man, if you name, I'm sorry if you're here, get onto the join. And he was on his iPad, and he couldn't find the join button. Now, on a computer, the join's right there, but in the on the app, sometimes it's just not. Maritimes. Maritimes is considered where again? Off the top of my head. I'll have to look that up. I've always said if there's a place, New Brunswick, okay, if there's a place that wants to host me that can have like 10 to 14 students and they want to set up a classroom, we can usually make it happen. You provide a venue that can house that many people and has a big enough studio space and air compressor. Even without the air compressor, we have ways around that too. Because we used to do the getaways with CO2 tanks only. And it was fine. Alright. And I gotta say, Maple is just an amazing place to teach. I hope she's on. And her store is amazing. Her classroom setup is amazing. I want to really thank Iwata. Iwata has helped set up a permanent class there, so they donated a whole bunch of equipment permanently, not just like for this one class. So they can do a permanent, I think 16 to 20 student class anytime and have all the equipment. So really stoked that Iwata stepped up and did that. FBS stepped up and did a lot of tape and material for us. And really want to give them all a shout out. Createx Colors, Fish Eye, Sharpen Air, which I don't have here. Everyone really, really took care of us on that, so it was a great time. Glenn is an amazing, amazing artist and striper. His new studio looks great. I've never taught with him because I left the getaway when he came in, but I did meet him a few times. Yeah, super great guy. Amazing talent. Okay. Yeah, we didn't do a lot of fine line in this class, but yeah, they take care of us on the other ones. This one we used mostly just masking material, some plotter film. We used plotter film this time and hand cut it. I made the class hand cut their projects. And then I gave them the plot file afterwards. So now they can see the benefit of a plot file. Because it's, the point was that I was proving was when I do a lot of work, whether it's plotted or hand cut, the order of operation, the order of painting doesn't change. It's just, the tool and how you do it. And there's pros and cons to both. Alright, so now I'm going to do black. But I'm going to cut my black. Oh, you know what I should have done? This one. Here's the trick I'm going to do. So I have my opaque black, which will go down like cartoon. I don't want that. I want a transparent. So I should use a transparent black. But if you don't want to buy a bunch of black, like you don't want to buy detail black, illustration black, this black, that black, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the black and I'm going to do one black that's straight and one that's like a 50-50 mix of 40-50. So it's not as opaque. So it's got a nice transparency to it. I'm going to add just a drop of gray in it. And then a little reducer. Let's see here. Yeah, the point was whether you're tape or plot, it doesn't change the process. And I've always hated people who shit on people with plotters. It's like, oh, you cheated, you used the plotter. Well, no, because someone with a plotter typically knows how to do it both ways, by hand and by traditional, and by traditional methods and by a plotter, which gives them more flexible options for multiple images, more difficult work, or just having better profitability. There we go. So this should be a nice transparent gray. No, gray black. Let's see. Now, the one cool thing about FBS is plotter film. It's the same as their tapes. So FBS Gold is KUTG Gold. FBS Blue is FBS Blue. The only one that's a slightly different mix is their green plotter mask, because it is a transparent green, not like the opaque tape. It's actually very different. Dude, honestly, Jeff, for small stuff, we did the class up in, there with just a Cameo silhouette, which is the small craft cutters you can get at Michael's. Not the Cricut. The Cricut's a pain in the ass to work with because of its software. The Cameo silhouette's like $250. It does 12 inches wide. You can plot almost anything lengthwise for a roll you want. And it does the job. For lettering and plotted graphics and simple stuff, and if you do a lot of motorcycle parts, there's very rarely a piece you need more than 12 inches tall. And if you do, you can just seam them together. So for a $200 craft cutter, it's great. Plus, what I like about the Cameo, it's not just a plotter. It'll cut hard cardboard like cardstock. So if you want to make like hard stencils and shit, you can. And they'll even cut some craft foam in like thin balsa wood. The craft cutters, they're great. I'm going to get a newer one because I love my plotter for all the big sticker stuff. But to cut hard stencils and stuff, I just want to get one of those, and then I'm going to get a laser cutter this year. The laser cutter is definitely next. All right. Well, let's see if I like this. Yeah, it's a good machine. Like I said, you can walk into Michael's and pick one up. It's got nice. Their tracing software works great for most shit. Like I said, but the craft cutter angle to cut hard stencils is bitching. You can put like 90-pound cardstock paper in there, and it's phenomenal. 10 years ago, you wouldn't catch me saying that, but just because I thought they were crap, and they kind of were then. But like anything, technology and improvement, they've come a long way. Like I said, I think I'm going to grab my Cameo's old, man. My Cameo is like a Gen 1. I think it's a Gen 1. It's got to be 10 years old and still does well. And I'm thinking about maybe I'll grab one and do a video on it. I'm just, not always having to rely on a $2,000 Roland plotter. I mean, Roland doesn't hook me up with a plotter anyway, so. Buy a $200 plotter, just show people what you can do with it without going too nuts. My laser cut fund. Oh no, now you made it official. I'm getting really close. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you, Lindsay. And again, the pricing of laser cutters come down. When I was looking at before, you were at 10, 20 grand for a moderate quality cutter. Now you can get them and, decent. That'll do the job. 1,500, 2 grand. I'm sure there's cheaper ones. There's definitely better ones for sure. And that would also be something I can start offering some hard stencils on other types that I don't have in the marketplace that I have designs for. So we'll see. We'll see. I think this summer the laser cutter's not too far off. Now I want to thin this down even more. Yeah, like I'm doing a plotter how-to video for sure because I'm redoing Plotter Mastery, which was the original DVD I did a long time ago. I am going to do a new version of that, an updated version, since that one is out of print and out of date, and there is no more airbrush action. But I cannot reprint the original DVDs because I don't have redistribution rights because those kind of died with airbrush action. And I don't want to contest or go into any issues with reproducing that. So I might as well just do an updated new version of that series I did. So we'll see. Yeah, Jeff, if you're doing, like I said, motorcycle graphics, tank graphics, Harley logos, the Cameo just works because you can just make, You know, oh, Darren, do you? Yeah, I have one copy left here, original, and that's it. But Jeff, like I said, yeah, for lettering, you know, you can. It does 9x12 flat. You can throw a roll of FBS blue in it, or a roll of a 12-inch roll of like General Formulations or Avery yellow mask in it, and pull through it and do anything long. So you think about it, even if you did lettering, just lettering, even on a car, a 12-inch tall font is fucking huge. So, you know, very rarely in our business doing cars or bikes do we need anything bigger, especially for lettering and logos, that cuts anything bigger than a foot. I mean, I have a 24-inch cutter, and I used to do buildings, literal buildings with that thing, because I would just seam them together. Oh, does a Cameo have a 24-inch? Yeah, I think I just want a 12. I don't know, maybe I'll do a 24, but like I said, I already have a 24-inch plotter, and I'm not going to cut hard material, you know, that big. So I like the 12. I love cutting cardstock. And I designed a few. You know how we do when we do the skull, and we do the skull where you can like fold over and fold back from a cut? I've designed those in for a Cameo to cut the cardstock out of. And I did that when I was teaching the vocational school kids, and it was awesome. Like I said, the 12 is all you need, really. Look at that big, goofy eye. I don't know, this is kind of cool for out of my head. Yeah, it's kind of twisted and cool. I don't know, just sometimes no plan is good. Oh, I got something I gotta show you guys. Hold on, just if I have it. Oh no, it's in the shop. I got something I gotta show you guys. I'll show it next week. It's something really cool. I'm not using any colors. So Lindsay, I just started this from no clue what I was painting. I haven't prepped anything. I haven't done anything other than just started doing this. Gary Shees, thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Oh, I have your Joker piece ready to go as well. Send it out to you next week. Looks amazing, cleared. But maybe I'll throw like a bright color eyeball or something in it. God, I gotta get up super early tomorrow. I gotta get up like 7 tomorrow. Ugh. On a Saturday. Not looking forward to that. No bids on this one yet. Oh, and as soon as that, we got two. We got two. We got two. Hold on, where's my paper at? Oh. Let's see, we're gonna put this up here. And now we have a Jeff 100. Lindsay's high bid at 150. Alright, we are off and running. Now there's a bid on half to finish it. Damn it. Yeah, super early for a Saturday. I'm not looking forward to it, but we've got a lot to get done. And we have a bid. Oops, wrong one. And we got Jeff at 175. Dave the Bug Gregory, what's happening? So if you've never been on Lindsay and Jeff, so it's $20 shipping, always gets tacked on because I got to box it, ship it, do all that. Canada, it's unfortunately it's about 35 or 40 now to ship. So just keep that in mind when you bid. If it's going to go up there. I usually put about half an hour, 40 minutes after the little extra details and clearing, and that's usually the course of a few weeks. So what I do is all these panels get cleared. You have time. All these get cleared in one batch. So I usually do like every month and a half or so. I clear all these panels and then I buff them all and then they all go out. So they all go out anywhere from like 4 to 6 weeks or so from the time I do it. They have gone longer. It's the only way to keep it cost effective is to clear them in big batches. Yeah, Gary doesn't bid on every painting. Gary's got a good collection though. But yeah, this one's coming together kind of cool. I'm digging this guy. I'm definitely digging him. Sometimes you just can't go wrong with just what's in your head. This is the stuff I used to get in trouble for drawing in church. Yeah, it's about Gregory. Thank you, sir. Steve, anyone see Steve tonight? Mr. Leahy been around. I gotta get back online with him. We've been, if anyone plays Fallout here, 76, let me know. Been back on that lately. Good time. motifs. So this is still a transparent gray. So you see, when you start with like a mid-tone gray, and then kind of, so you go rough, and then you reshape with Fallout 4. I loved Fallout 4, man. I played that. I'm gonna get back on it because they just re-released it with all the new graphics on my Xbox and PlayStation. But yeah, so I'm definitely gonna play that because they added a whole new stories on it with the Enclave and everything. So I'm really looking forward. I've been playing Fallout since 1. Oh yeah, I think honestly, I think they're officially. I think they're serious where the next Fallout is gonna be London. You know, one of the next main storylines, because they've never really done anything from across the pond or anywhere for that matter. So I'll be really interested to see what they do with the story. But I've been back on Fallout 76 on my PlayStation since Steve got it. So we've been getting together in the Wasteland and knocking some stuff around. It's been fun. Yeah, I could definitely make the eye glow a color and the orb glow a color. Could be really, really cool. Oh yeah, no, I've heard about the independent mod crew, but I think they're gonna do an official, actually, of like a London or a UK on the next on the talking about it, which would be awesome. The mod groups are insane what they can do now. And I got the original Fallout 1 disc. I never played 3 or Vegas though. And I know I'm missing out. But 4 is cool for me because it takes in Boston, where I'm from, and I grew up. And there's some pretty accurate landmarks to it. So when you're playing, if you ever go into Salem, to the Witch Museum and stuff, know that the outside's pretty accurate. Downtown Salem's a little accurate. Fenway's really good, which is the what's it called? Like the community where you're inside the baseball stadium. That's all Fenway. There's some areas, there's some stories in there that ring, like the Winter Hill stuff, the Winter Gang. That's made after the Winter Hill Gang. There's a lot of stuff in there. They did their homework with Boston lore when they made Fallout 4. They really, really did. Yeah, I think a green glowing eye and a green orb could be spectacular. Could be really, really, really cool. Or the high... we'll leave it at this. How about this? Because there's not going to be a lot of color in this whatsoever. High bidder. I don't want to say it now, because we're for like 30 minutes. High bidder gets to pick the eye color and the orb glow. That's the only color I might put it in, or we leave it. But the high bidder chooses it after it's done with the black and white from online. So the high bidder gets the choice of the color this ends up, as long as it's not fucking red. Because I don't want to do red glow on white. Black and white. It's always just meh. It gets pinky. But if you got a PS5 and you get on 76, you can roll around with Leahy and me. We get on here and there. No, I hate doing red glow. I just hate doing red glow unless I got a lot of other stuff going on. because it gets so pinky, I gotta play with the tones. Or I gotta mask it and have it really isolated. Just don't like it. Oh, did I say effing red? Yeah, man, like a bright yellow to dark green would be great. Ooh. $10 increments, I'm going to let it go. But that's the smallest increment I'm going to go down to. I'm not doing dollar bids. So we will do Dave at 185. And because Dave also did a $20 super chat. No. You did a $20 super chat. So we're gonna call. You know what we're gonna do, Dave? We're gonna call it 200 with your chat. Okay. I usually do that with Gary. So we're gonna call it $200 bid with your chat. Okay. Fair. Fair. Round numbers. Zeros on the ends of things. Oh, like a phosphorus glow? Gary's chiming in. Well, you already got a panel being shipped, so you already got the shipping covered. As long as there's no fucking red. I'm gonna get demonetized from not canceling. Jeez. You don't need that. How often do I do a freestyle piece? It's always a plan. This one was nothing but net. I forget who used to, there was someone who always asked for an anglerfish. They're gonna be like, oh my god, I missed it. So someone, whenever I ask what to paint, someone always says anglerfish. I know AJ, I think it's AJ or is it Simon? Always says Guyver. Guyver's going to happen one day. I promise that it's going to happen. I'm going to say this, and it might affect your bid. I'm getting a little Donald Duck here. Evil Donald Duck. I don't know why. I don't know if that makes it cooler or worse. Yeah, Gary's got the collection. I think I'm trying to think who's next closest to you because one line PC. So 76, they don't cross-platform. Sea of Thieves is cross-platform. A few other ones are cross-platform, but Fallout 76, because I have it on Xbox and PlayStation. And I have to start them both identically different. Like they're two totally different things. Yeah, the F-bombs. Yeah, I know, it comes out. Sorry, it happens. Other words used to come out a lot more often. We don't say those words anymore, though. We used to drop the R-bomb a lot. The R-word. Shoot, I used to be called it by my teachers, so... Alright, I am going to actually mask off these teeth. Because I want to really keep these like nasty sharp. Okay. I'm going to keep them really sharp. Canada slang. You didn't invent F-bombs. Come to Boston, kid. You will hear some shit. I mean, it's pretty bad. Up here. Just saying. Alright. Oh, Gary's in the house. Gary's in the house. Gary's in at 220, and I believe you did a bid. We gotta scroll through. Yeah, so that's 220 with chat. All right, Gary's in. Yeah, Boston, you know, the old good old R word for, you know, special needs was always a big one. And I remember being called it by teachers because of my speech impediment and stutter. Gonna do a quick cut. Not even putting a handle on it, just a blade. Well, Liz, you just got to set up a workshop somewhere and get me up to that area. We'll teach you how to do your own. Just remember, Gary, no red. Did you ever try? I hate them. Tried them. I have a drawer full of them. I have many types. Don't like them. Like I got good ones like Gerald has. I got the ones with the ones like he has with the L-shaped blade that goes out. And then I tried these things. Where are they? These ones, we're supposed to be able to like do this like a plotter. And do they work? Yeah. But for like this, I don't feel like I have the control I do with a regular blade. But yeah, so I mean, some people dig them. I know Gerald does. I've tried. I'm so used to the way I move a regular blade, I think, that it just doesn't work for me. Yeah, you're right. I found them awkward to use. Those big pointy fangs. I pick this. So it'll probably be after I'm done with it, because I don't think I'll finish it tonight. I think we'll save it for unveil. But you can pick them now, or you can pick them after the feed. Right now you're the high bid, or you can wait until the end and see if you end up staying the high bid, if you don't want to jinx it. I think we're going to have to hide, what? We should probably hide a 32 somewhere in here. If this is, Do you end up with this one, Gary? We should start doing that, like hiding the number of pieces. Yeah, keep it a secret, and then we'll do a final. I'll do a final unveil of it before it gets shipped out. Because if we do like a glowing eye, we'll have to put a little glowing here, just to give that, and then a little bit out here. We can maybe glow a little bit on the fangs just to kind of show it. Like lime yellow green to like a dark green would be cool, I think. A bright like sea blue, like Oriental blue, Caribbean blue would look cool. For an airbrush, so I'm winging it. Well, that's usually the hope. When I start with a wing in it. Warlock! What's going on, brother? Thanks for popping in. To the winging it session. The airbrush down, dirty tricks. Definitely gonna need some bubble work over here. And you guys saw from literally the mixing of the paint to no idea to this. Because we didn't even, I almost was just gonna do skulls, and I kind of had this in my head, and was Yes, that is the card bid, Warlock. Thank you. But I'm pretty sure I'll get to all the structure of everything tonight without a problem. Now that Warlock's here, the official keeping has begun. Tired. Like I said, moved a lot of dirt over the past few weeks. Yeah, no, it does. It does. You know, Kaylee's been so busy this year with getting ready. She's finished up her last 2 weeks of school right now, so she's got some AP exams to wrap up. And she just doesn't have the time to help me on the Thursday or Friday nights like she did. She'll come back for a couple more before she heads off to school. But I'd rather her focus on that. Let's try to make that look like an orb and not a penis head. Oh yeah, I did 6 yards. Well, we got 6 yards dropped and the 2 yards of mulch. We've moved 4.5, almost 5 yards in 2 days. So yeah, I feel the pain. And it's a wheelbarrow and bring it to the backyard because there's no access. Oh, she is going to Wheaton College, which is in Norton, Massachusetts. Really good school. Great track record for grad school, which she will be going most likely to grad school. So she's going for biology, zoology. So, yeah, she was between that and Syracuse. Those are 2 big that accepted her, that gave her really good scholarship offers. And she had Drexler and a few other ones that really tried to get her, but they just didn't put the money up. So, and she worked her butt off for a good academic scholarship, so, yeah. Yeah, I want to get a 4-wheel dump cart. I just had a standard old school single wheel wheelbarrow I've been working with. I've been looking to get into one of those. So yeah, so as far as Kaylee, like Wheaton really gave her, the offer was stunning. Was this really stunning offer for scholarship. Well over half the tuition. And some abroad studies and things like that. And yeah, zoology would be really cool. And what I like about this school is they don't force them on core the first year. They start their research work within their second year of school instead of their junior. They're already doing travel abroad in their first year, so really like their approach. You don't need to take English Lit as a core class if you're not going for anything that doesn't require it. So it's not college. It's not continuing high school like most of these colleges force these kids to do. So really happy with that. And she's worked her butt off. Super smart kid. She's in her 4th year of Latin. I mean, no, 5th year. She has 5 years of Latin under her belt. All her sciences, all her chem, all that stuff. She's just mathematically smart. Yeah, very proud of her. And what she's been able to do. Definitely got most of that from Mom. Sharpen this out. There we go. Yeah, I said same thing. I have the single wheel one. I was going to double. I have such an uphill and uneven property. The single's kind of nice because, you know, you can keep it straight. It's not going to follow the contours of the hill as much. So, I mean, there is that. So there is something to be said for that. Okay, so 9:37. Let's start wrapping. Anyone who's going to unbid Gary, this is your time. But right now, Gary is at 220. So if no one is going to outbid who's currently in the room, then we're going to leave that bid, so we'll leave that going once. Definitely going to spend a little time on Nemo, or not Nemo, Nemore. No more Nemo. Yeah, it's gonna be. The nice thing, I'm glad with this school is far enough away where she's not gonna feel like she has to come home all the time. But it's, you know, it's close enough where if she needs us, we're only a few hours away. So I kind of like that. See how these big pointy fangs. Oh yeah, he's definitely lunch. Now you got big bright teeth there. See, stuff like this where my mom's like, how do you sleep at night if that comes out of your head? The answer is, I don't know. I want that to come in front. Yeah, I mean, it's not bad for an hour and 39 minutes from scratch. Alright, with that being said, let's call it for Gary. Gary, what color are you going to want these eyes? Or would you rather call it afterwards and we'll release it later? Your call, man. It's your painting. Just don't say red. Yeah, exactly. That was kind of the whole thing about Syracuse. You know, Syracuse would be about 12 hours, 8. I mean, like, I think anywhere from, like, I want to say it's 10 to 12 hours from here. And, you know, doable, but not like, oh, let me come help you if something happens. It's hop on a plane, or I'll see you in the morning. Whereas 2 hours away is nice. Let's do Green eyes, yellowish green glow orb. Cool. So I'll make these green, like a yellowish green, deep green, and then we'll do that bright yellow green glow. Yeah, maybe throw a little fluorescent. Maybe I'll see if we can throw a little, I think I have some UV reactive paint. So I'll see if I can get some of that thrown in the mix. Thank you, Gary. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We'll call that one done. And actually, this kind of goes cool with the Joker, because the Joker's got those big green orby eyes. So definitely I'm going to brighten this up here with white so you have some color to really pop that yellowish green off of. And see, now that I have all that mid, and I haven't even gone full 100% black, 100% white. This is actually going near 100% white. This is where I can really carve some final stuff, and then really kind of have fun with it. Last minute details. You know, pop out these water bubbles. Well, I thank you for that. Yeah, you know, it's funny because as an airbrush artist who paints on dark, we pretty much paint the zenithal method because it's the only way to really bring out the artwork on a dark surface. So, yeah, which is when I came across, and I never heard that term till recent when I got into painting miniatures. So, to see how that actually works for real, it does. It works really well. You know, and then, like, when my old school paint worked, yeah, it'd be all black and gray and white, and then we'd start washing color over the top of it in candies, and then darker tones, and then final highlights, just like you do in miniature painting. That's another video I want to talk about. What I want to do is kind of, like, that'll be a mini painting video that I'm going to do, and kind of bring up pictures of my automotive work and process back in the day to show kind of those roots on where it came from. Well, not where it came from, just how the method works. But yeah, I'm definitely going to get on the mini stuff this summer. I have armies to paint, Warhammer to play. I gotta finish my big bug army, which is almost done. Art by Ty, what's going on? Coming in, catching the tail end of the Winging It session. This was a nothing but net, didn't exist, and didn't sketch anything. Yeah, we did no pencil, no pre-sketch, no plot, no pre-draw. I think I used 3 pieces of, 3 or 4 pieces of tape just to tape off these. And that was it. That's the recap. And 1 airbrush. James Colley, what's happening, man? Thanks for popping in from the OZ. Yeah, there's a couple guys, man, in the mini painting that do some tremendous blending of brush and airbrush work. Yeah, I've been finding a few. It looks like a new class in the making. I actually taught something similar to this a long time ago. It wasn't freehand, obviously, but it was one of my kois as a skeletal bone structure. And that was on a Lumalore panel. I should do a Lumalore panel at some point. Hey, can I ask what you recommend for using when I'm doing a white paint? Just clogs. So easy, I feel, using Cratex Opaque and Eclipse 0.3. So that's what I'm using here, and we did not get one clog. Class, why didn't we get a clog? Everyone's going to say one word right now, Art, by Ty, and it's going to be your answer. Oh, and ground affected, man, he's awesome. He's absolutely amazing. So why don't we get spinning and clogs? There you go. Mike's got it. Warlock's got it. It is the key. It is the absolute key why everyone has issues with white paint. Is you got to strain it. You got to strain it. I don't care what anyone tells you, any BS that this and that. This was out of this bottle. This bottle is probably a year old. I will mix it into one of these. Do a little about, I use my reducer, which I use a 4-to-1 ratio of 40-11 to 40-20. But straight 40-11 is beautiful. Give that a stir here, then strain this through a strainer into your airbrush or into another cup. And I did a video. If anyone, I can't do it here, but if anyone can find that video link, maybe post that up for Art by Ty. Use your brain, strain. Yeah, we were trying to come up with slogans earlier. Where is it? Oh, I dropped it earlier. It's in there, yeah. But how to make a simple strainer like this with just a tobacco screen and a fitting. This will save your life every time. There's more expensive ones, there's better ones. This is simple, super simple, works great. And realistically, it's really, when the bottle's new, it's not that bad. But once you get a bottle that's open for a while, you start getting dry particles around here. Okay? And when you squeeze that in, out of a 0.35 or smaller, it only takes one piece of dried particle to mess with your day. So that's why I always say to put it in a measuring cup like this, put your reducer, stir it, get it mixed, and then just run it through a simple strainer. And I've been good all night. You're always going to get a little with white or heavy opaque. You might get some tip buildup that you have to clean off. I found the screens at Amazon. Home Depot knew what I was looking for, but could never find them in the store. Okay, so on that video link, I did have QR codes that went right to the Amazon ones for these. I think it's like $5 for this many strainers. So, yeah, so you can make a lot of strainers. The other thing you can do is you can put these, some of your bottles, depending on the bottle size, they'll fit the bottle and they'll strain as you come out. It won't drop inside. But yeah, I got those at Amazon. And yeah, that fitting, there's a QR code for this size fitting. And you can do a whole bunch of it. Like I've done them with all these size fittings. This one by itself. This one, I just cut a piece of pipe thread and like screwed it inside. It holds the screen in. Same with this one. But yeah, I make these all the time. They're so cheap. I think this will cost you $1.50. Yeah, just grab tobacco screens and these pipe fittings, and you're good to go. And it really makes your life super easy. And on that note, kids, it is almost 10. We're just about done with this. As Gary knows, I will finish the rest offline and get it to him. let's just get this guy in here. And we're gonna get this glow. And then we're gonna hit here. As far as no one is... No, Warlock, there's a bunch of commercialized strainers out there. There's a really good one that I had it. I think it's in my shop right now. That's really ultra fine, like super fine. Works great. But it's $14, $15 for one little strainer. So, I don't know. And there's bigger ones and smaller ones. Yeah, tobacco screens, man, just super simple. Or marijuana screens, whatever your preferred smoking is. But these brass ones, they're perfect. And literally, the reason why I like this, here, check this out. This size fitting is literally, I'm going to push out the old one. And because of the threads and the size of this, it literally just pressure fits right in like that, and you're done. And it's a it's a screen, and it's perfect. You know, so when I go to do this, look here, look down right here. It just nice, simple strain, easy peasy. And rinse it out. You're good to go. Yeah, parsley screens would work. Yeah, the cost mark, yeah, $14-15 packaging, shipping, I totally get it. And they use it a much, like the one they have, it's like a nice plastic lip. It fits over your airbrush. It fits right in the bowl. And like has those supports to keep it floating. And then it's like a stainless steel ultra fine mesh that's bonded into the plastic. It's really well done. It's a nice, I'd say it's worth the $14-15. But if you don't have it, obviously, like I know I was at Maple Airbrush Supply carries them. But I think it's like 15, I think it's 19. So I think 19 Canadian, which is about 15. I wish I had one. I know I had it here the other day. But I probably dropped it somewhere. I know I have them out in the studio. So I wanted to try it. Because what I liked about that ultra fine one, it's like 2.5 times finer than this. So I strained my white House of Color urethane through it. And man, that stuff came out like silk. It airbrushed like silky. And the black too was like silk coming out. Really, really liked it. So definitely strained. And with that, across the high, you can't replace the screens. Yeah, no, you can't replace, exactly. So, you know, it's one of those, if you're really diligent and you mix a little bit of paint, time, you're an illustrator, like someone like Gerald Mendez, that screen will probably last forever. And he can get by with it. But I think we're going to leave it there. It's 5 of 10. It's Friday night. I hope everyone has an amazing weekend. Have an amazing Mother's Day. For those of you who are lucky enough to have your moms, I am fortunate enough to have my mom with me still. She just turned 80, and she's awesome. And we're going to celebrate Mother's Day with her, with the family. I hope all you guys can with yours as well. And if not, at least call them if you can. Or think of them and give them a toast. We're all here because of them. So have a great weekend. And I'll see you all next Thursday as we wrap up into summer. Gonna have to find some ideas of something to paint by next week. That will be better. Gary, thank you. Thank you everyone for the super chats and the bids. I will see you all next week. See ya!